People ask all the time, how can I gain muscle mass with these TRX straps? It's only a strap. Is that even possible? Can you gain muscle mass with TRX straps? The answer to that question is yes. See, the thing is that when you look around, whether it's on social media or in the gyms, you're going to see a lot of people doing high endurance training. I kind of think of it like a cross between CrossFit and Pilates. You're doing a lot of core, a lot of abs, and you're doing some dynamic movements. So that's one side. And obviously, those movements are great. It's a great way to get strong. But a lot of people are missing one component from their exercise routine. See, the thing is that when it comes to building muscle, there's two ways you can build that muscle. See, when we're talking about those endurance exercises that I talked about earlier, you're doing what's called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. All right, so that's one part of building muscle. Essentially, what that means is that your muscles are getting more action potential. There's more of those energy pellets, essentially, to put it in layman's terms, more of those energy pellets that go into the fluid that your muscles are cased in. Okay, now what the other side of that is what's actually more geared towards what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're talking about myofibrillar hypertrophy. And that's essentially those contractile components, those things that actually make your muscles contract, they increase in volume. They increase in volume as well as in size. So when it comes to TRX training, the key here is not higher reps. And that actually applies to any kind of training. If you're training and you're doing high reps and light weight, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be building up muscle. What that means is that you're going to be building up your endurance. You're going to have the ability to do more of that exercise for longer. However, if you want to build your power and your strength and you want to increase your ability to move more of what's called load, okay, that's essentially weight, all right, you're going to want to get closer to the anchor point for a lot of the exercises. So when it comes to a press, essentially what you'd be doing, you'd be facing out away from the anchor point. And if you want to increase the intensity or if you want to increase the load, you're going to step closer into the anchor point. By stepping in closer, you're going to increase that load. You're obviously going to be able to do, you're going to have the ability to do less reps because it's going to be a higher load. But the flip side to that is that you're going to be increasing your hypertrophy. You're going to be increasing your ability to build those muscles. So building muscles, if you want to get stronger muscles, if you want to work on that, myofibrillar hypertrophy, you want to step closer to the anchor point and increase the load. And again, this applies not only to the TRX, but in any exercise routine. The higher the weight, the lower the reps, the more the chance that your muscles gain mass. The lower the reps, or the lower the weight and the higher the reps, the more of a chance you increase your endurance. All right, so hopefully that answers your questions about TRX training and how you can build muscle mass with TRX. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to see them down below in the comment section. Of course, I'd love you to subscribe so you can be notified when this next episode comes out. And don't forget to share this and let your friends know about General Fitness Company. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep good company.
That's awesome!